Hey, what's up, my little tattletales? How y'all doing today? Y'all, I have a question. What the heck is wrong with Kanye West? I mean it. Listen, why is he talking about Chicago? Talking about she about to be a problem? Is that little baby even 5 years old yet? Y'all, listen, I know Kanye has been saying some wild-ish, but the fact that you are now targeting your little girl, and when I say little girl, that girl is still a baby. She's probably still in pull-ups, right? The fact that you're now targeting a 4-year-old little girl that shares your DNA, talking about she gonna be a problem. How's it possible to even tell that as a child? Man, let's get into this report because I want to get y'all. Let me know what you actually think in the comments, please. I need to get y'all count. I need to get your comments on this because this is the wildest thing that I have read, and it makes me believe like you moved on from North to Chicago. But now Chicago's a problem because she reminds you of Kris Jenner and Kim, and that's a problem? The woman that you say you love and all this other stuff is a problem that your little girl reminds you of her? Man, listen, Kanye West says daughter Chicago will either be a blessing or a problem while ranting about Kris Jenner. They said Kanye West is worried that his daughter Chicago, whom he shares with his ex-wife Kim Kardashian, is going to grow up to be a problematic child. He's also leading any blame for that happening on his former mother-in-law, Kris Jenner, and the family's reality TV show on Hulu. First of all, Kanye, listen, those kids in the custody battle, all this mess he talking about, they probably printing it out, having like their little having their assistants be the stenographer, writing it in calligraphy and turning this into the court. This is not good at all. One thing I don't understand, and Kanye was winning for a minute. He was winning public opinion. He was winning everything. All you had to do was just lay low before your custody case. Why? All this shit that he felt like he needed to speak and get his truth off, why didn't he do that after he had secured custody of his kids? I mean it. Y'all can be like, oh my God, he's a businessman. He's a general. He a genius. He knows what he's doing. Yeah, I understand that. But I would think out of everything, as much as he hooped and hollered about missing Chicago's birthday, I would think out of everything, the one thing that mattered more to him, even his fashion collection presentation for Yeezy Season 9, even more than his Adidas contract, any more than anything, was making sure that he was a part of his kid's life and making sure that custody was established. And he turned around and did this stuff just weeks before his custody trial. Let's not forget, I think they're going back to court December 5th. I believe they're going back to court December 5th. You couldn't hold off. You couldn't wait. You couldn't let that t-shirt that you knew was going to be controversial. Even the people that support him in that, y'all sitting there laughing like, ha, 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 you're triggered. Yeah, he knew he was going to trigger everybody. Why would you play like that? I'm being serious. Why? I don't understand that, but let's get into this. And why she's going to be a problem. You can tell a 4-year-old baby is going to be a problem. Listen, say what y'all want. I wouldn't have anybody. If I had 4 I wouldn't have anybody around them that looked at my 4-year-old baby, 2-year-old baby, even 10-year-old baby and said, oh, you going to be a problem. Yeah, all right. Anyway, he said, Chicago is either going to be a blessing or she's going to be a problem. And I feel like Hulu and I feel like Kris are trying to turn her into a problem, stating that it was his concern as a father. Kanye then made it clear he was referring to Kris Jenner, who he's attacked several times. Okay, yeah, we know. Anyway, they got beef. It's unclear why Kanye singled out Chicago as having a personality that is on the brink of a precarious position. He didn't mention his 3 other children, North, Saint, or Psalm. Kanye had been vocal in the past about allegedly being kept from Chicago's birthday party, which he thought would adversely affect her later in life. Y'all, I'm just wishing my daughter a public happy birthday. I wasn't allowed to know where her party was, saying they were playing games. I remember that, and they were playing games, but you sit there and you talk about not being invited to a birthday party. Do you think going on a podcast that was saw from like 14 to 28 million people, do you think going on that and hearing your daddy call you a problem from age 4 years old is a problem? Do you think that's going to stunt her growth? I'm just asking. Now listen, here's the thing. I recognize, I'm recognizing what's going on, they're trying to put as much bad stuff in the media about them as they can. And here's the thing, they're not making it up. He's actually doing it this time. But my whole thing is, I get it. She wants full custody, right? And by she, I mean Kim, Kris, all of them. They want full custody. And now that Kanye is acting a damn fool, they're like, oh, strike while the iron's hot. Get everything you can. Yes, yes, yes. Go for the jugular. I can't fault them. I would do the same thing too, right? Y'all talking about read the art of war. But here's my thing. Because we already know that Kim and them, in my opinion, is trash. I don't think that they are equipped. Like, I'm not getting into that. Look at my old videos. Here's my thing. Let's look at everything Kanye says. If you truly believe that Kris is going to do that Kris is going to do to your kids, North Chicago, Psalm Saint, what Kris did to Kim, according to Ray J, which is make that tape and do all this stuff. If you truly believe that your kids are in danger, or if you truly believe that Disney is trying to exploit your kids and make them this and if you truly believe your kids are in danger, then why aren't you doing everything you can to keep a low profile until your custody date? Why aren't you doing everything you can to make sure that, like you said, the games they play and those little devils and demons, why aren't you doing everything you can to make sure that you have ensured that you have done everything in your power to make sure that you at least have 50-50 custody? Again, that shirt was his choice. The timing could have waited. He could have even did it like a resort collection or a seasonal release. I know, oh my God, well, time was of the essence. Why? Who was waiting for it? The shock value that he did now, he could have did that shock value at Christmas. He could have sent it around in Beyonce Ivy Park boxes to all his friends. He could have, same way he had those glasses on limited release, he could have did the same thing to those t-shirts. Why create such a spectacle when you know that your kids are depending on you to be stable and to do everything you can to fight for them? Why would you do this now? Honestly. And get this, right? Why? Why? Tell me why in the comments. Literally, I don't want to hear he's a genius. I don't want to hear that, because I get it. A lot of you guys are just watching it like, oh my God, yeah. And there's something about his personality, well, whatever he's doing, you identify with and like. But why, from the children's point of view, are you doing this? It doesn't make sense. Unless all that cap about his children and his black children and this and that, all that cap about his children was just that. It was cap. And I don't know. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments, and I will talk to you later. Bye.